Welcome back to Trinity Competitive Racing Season 1 or Season 5 of the Super Class here. The first season of the Super Class overall in TCR. It is Season 5. Hello, everybody. My name's Alan Cavagnaro. We're here for the Italian Grand Prix. I'm alongside Seafreeze and Motor City. How are you guys doing today?
What's up, B?
Exhausted. I'm drained. I got my cup of coffee here, and should be a pretty exciting Italian Grand Prix. So,
Yes.
that's for me.
Yeah, we have 17 drivers today. I think that's the most we've had so far this season. I'm not sure.
I think so. I think you're right.
And actually,
as far as Super Class, yes, you are.
Yeah, and we do actually have a couple reserves, if you couldn't tell. I noticed that, who is that? There's someone in the McLaren, besides Destiny, NR cannot make it tonight, so someone else is in the McLaren. That is Be Good Fever, who runs in the Thursday class, and he'll be Destiny's teammate for tonight. He ran pretty well against Destiny last season in Season 4 for the, the main tier that we called it in Season 4. Ran pretty well in the points, so he's looking to help McLaren with some points. But then again, the reserve points won't total. But if anyone was curious, you're thinking Odoms isn't here. Well, actually, he has a different PSN tonight, VSR Marquez. He'll be running that for the rest of the season, I believe. And Seafreeze told me he wanted to do a little rundown or recap so far this season. Take it away.
Yep, a little recap. So yeah, so it's an interesting season because you have 3 races in, 3 different winners, and it's looking to be a nice championship, as Speedster calls it. First race, you have McSendit dominating the field. Second race, you have Odoms winning barely, but he did win at USA. And then last week at China, both Odoms and McSendit weren't there. McSendit actually wasn't there at the second race either, so he needs to gain a couple more points in this race. We actually saw Sean Fitzy win last week at China, and I'm impressed by him because he had little mistakes here and there in the first race, second race. The third race, he just put it together. I think he got pole and he won the race. So I'm looking to see who's gonna. Do you think we'll have a repeat winner? Do you think one of those 3 will win, or do you think a new winner? Pub and Dougie has been close. Speedster actually crossed the line in USA first, but with penalties he lost it. What do you think? What we got?
I mean, we only have a minute or so left in qualifying. It's hard to say, but I mean, the odds look likely if Odoms or Marquez, they have a shot of winning today. They are in the front row, but we are not even with the final minute yet, so that could change. But again, like you're saying, Pub, he has a good shot. He's on an out lap. He'll be starting his lap, but I mean, Be Good impressive at 4th place already. He's only 4 tenths behind Odoms. There's McSendit in second. He's won a race, but overall, I would say. I mean, Speeds has been looking fast. Yeah, a little disappointment. I don't know how that. I don't know how that happened. He must have gotten some help. That is.
Maybe. Where was he? Let me see.
Yeah, that's in the Parabolica. The entrance of Parabolica. He could have either got hit off, or he could have locked up so badly his car just turned dead left in a right-hander. I don't think that's possible in this game. But
it takes some good skill to.
Yeah, I know in real life you can do that.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, but I'm saying if anyone is going to break or get their first win this season, have a new winner, I would say Speedster has a good chance. If Be Good can improve on his lap, I would say he could challenge for the win. Even him. Pub as well. He stands in top 5.
I think from last week we saw Speedster had that alternate strategy, right, Motor, and then he did a little spinneroo, and that's what brought him out of contention. But I think he looked pretty close. His race pace is better, I'll say that much. But I
don't even think I was there in China.
No, you were. Maybe not with me, but you were physically. Maybe not mentally. But McSendit got pole for right now. We got 9 seconds left. Who we got? Is McSendit? We got, who's this? How do you say his name? Marquez?
Marquez. I think it is Marquez.
Marquez?
Just call him Odoms if you want.
Brennan has crashed out. That is not a surprise.
What a surprise.
Marquez is on his lap. He might be able to. I think Marquez will get it.
Guys, you should look up Brennan's incident. He still has 4 tires, but he's facing the wrong way, looking at an ambulance right now in turn 1.
Well, he needs an ambulance. He needs a wambulance.
So Paulo, he's out of the session. For a couple drivers so
Watch
far
for
this season.
Pub. Dougie.
Dougie goes third.
Woo, what a lap!
I
That is
got
one for
fantastic.
Marquez. Marquez isn't going to get it. Odoms is not going to get it here. I saw him screw up a little bit. He's not going to get it.
100% he will.
Nope, didn't get it.
Oh,
Can't prove what he
100.
did.
Barely.
Without that
Very
mistake,
close.
he would have made it.
Where's Pub at? We got Pub still.
Pub's not going to
Just
get
to
it. Bad
mention,
last
Be
corner.
Good's up in 5th. Very nice for him, man. Pub looking decent to the line.
Nope.
What about Destiny?
Destiny.
Give me all about
Here we go.
Destiny.
McSend it!
Oh,
That's
McSendick
what
got
we
it. Another lap at 120.2. Destiny crossed the line knowing he will not improve. That rounds out qualifying. And on the front row, McSendick comes in clutch at the end of this qualifying session here at the Italian Grand Prix in Monza. McSendick and Odoms hold the front row that is divided by 0.05 of a second. Here's a quick rundown. Sean Fitzy, Dougie, Antonio, Speedsta, Be Good. Then it's Pub, Arrow, Strike, Destiny, and Tyrone round out the top 10. Also outside of it,
Tyrone.
Be Smooth, Sao Paulo, Brennan in 13th despite crashing out. And there's Xander, GTR Line, King Chris, Leandre. And that rounds out the grid. And Leandre did not set a lap time because he crashed out before he could start a lap time.
Just to mention, first we got in pole position McSendit. Second we got Odoms or Marquez, whatever. And third we got Fitzy. That's your race number 1 winner, your race number 2 winner, and your race number 3 winner. My prediction: they're all gonna take each other out in the first corner, and I'm not kidding. And Dougie's gonna win the race. I think that's pretty legit because I don't think it's when or if. It's not if they're gonna crash in the first corner. I think someone will crash. There's gonna be a big incident.
Let's get
You
our
got
bets
the
on
chicane.
Brennan.
It's tight.
How many corners do you think
Something
Brennan's
happened.
going to go? I mean, back in USA,
think
he
he's gonna
made
maybe-
the first corner.
He's starting in the back. I'll give him a lap.
To be honest, I'll give him. I gotta respect him a little bit. I gotta give him 6 laps. I'll give him 6. That's all. That's all he's getting, though. But nice to see him back after his karting thing and Destiny from karting last week as well. McSended and Marquise, Odoms. We're gonna go with Odoms. Nice to see them back. They missed last week, so.
Brennan just got disqualified. Yet we know he's crashing out first lap. Oh, he's not even there. Oh, never mind. Sao Paulo has been disqualified. Beastman has been disqualified. No incident between those three.
Both
I want
Red
to
Bulls
see
are
what,
disqualified.
Man, that's a good grid. I like to see what like Tyrone, Be Smooth, and Sao Paulo do. They had good runs last week. I'm pretty sure of it. And they're starting a little bit outside of that. Well, Be Smooth and Sao Paulo have that tire strategy advantage. They can choose whatever tire they want. Look for them to gain some spots up and to see what they do.
Yep, exactly. So as we're halfway through the formation lap, I was gonna say, we recapped that the gap between McSendit and Odoms were so close. It's that whenever one of them shows up, the other doesn't. Whenever McSendit shows up, Odoms doesn't. Whenever Odom shows up, McSendit doesn't. And today they're both here because in USA, Odom showed fantastic pace. Canada, McSendit obliterated the field, and now they're both here. And those qualifying times were very, very close. 0.05 of a second. It's going to be hard if these two don't end up winning. It must be a great race that we have then. It'd be shocking if either of them don't have a chance today.
And you know what else is little, just to add on top of that? They're both in the same party right now, so if someone messes up, you're gonna hear it. They're both in the same party right now, because I just joined them. So I can never race with someone in the same party as me, so I give them props. Alright, here we go. That is that.
Again, waiting for Leandre. Come on.
I got Speedster winning this race.
Ooh, you're going for the
Speedster.
underdog.
I got Dougie.
Dark horse, so
I'm
I
going
like
Dougie.
it. I'm gonna have to go with the Odoms here. Here we go, the 5 red lights, the Italian Grand Prix in Monza. We're gonna let him back, and we're green for the Italian Grand Prix. McSendit and Odoms on the front row, riding on board. A terrible start from Odoms. They're trying to make it 3 wide in the background as McSendit gets it clear of all the cars. However, there could be a dive bomb to the inside, and that's what it's gonna be. A couple of moves made in the background already. 2 wide and 3 wide back there with the Force Indy getting split. Destiny made it 3 wide. He got past both cars into 8th place. Looking in the background, Leandre and King Chris fell back off the start, and already single file back to double file through Curva Grande. All of them keep it clean, however, as we enter the second chicane in this race. 1 car is spun off, 1 car had to cut it. However, they keep it clean. Again, good drivers here. They're trying to keep it clean, trying to keep it on the track. Remember, there's a lot of runoff area with the gravel trap, so if you go off, you're going to get a lot on your tires, going to ruin your first lap. However, again, these guys are so close. They're almost close to wrecking our cars, in fact. I mean, despite them being fast, it doesn't mean they're overpowered, because there's still a chance that they can make a big mistake on the opening lap. However, still leading off of it is Mick Sendit against, actually Sean Fitzy, who got by Odoms, and that is by 0.6 of a second on the opening lap.
Wow.
King Chris has spun out. Brennan Jr.
I was just gonna say, I was gonna keep my mouth shut. I was gonna say, man, how did not one person spin or crash out? King Chris was the one.
Move back here for
That
14.
was a very, very nice lap. Very
Brennan,
clean, very respectable.
Believe it or not, fantastic move by Brennan on the outside of Parabolica for 14th against GTR.
We gotta move here for
back
second.
the rest of the race. He's not gaining anything. Destiny,
Another move. Destiny, be good. Again, teammates going at it. Again, I feel like the McLaren guys, they just want to battle every race.
It's very tight right here. We got a lot of cars here.
So close again. Be
Tyrone,
good now.
Tyrone, that fourth India.
Ooh, he shoved him in the
Here we
grass. He
go.
ends up spinning, and he ends up hitting his
Whoa.
teammate. Oh, what was that?
Who was that
Somebody moved under braking. I think it was Tyrone.
No,
That
he's
was
not moving. It could be.
uncalled for.
Yeah, this is like a big little train here going.
Oh, one car's off, and there's Tyrone.
There's Tyrone.
You could say that's karma, but he just forced himself into a mistake.
This is close, man. They are on top. You could put a blanket over them. Look how close they are. That I've never seen.
King Chris, he's
King
done.
Seen that.
Ah,
Brennan
that's the point.
Jr. Come on.
Some
Oh,
drivers
and around
going
the
wide there.
outside. Tyrone, jeez, these guys are crazy.
Who's that Williams? Who's that Williams? Arrow? Look for Arrow.
Yep, Arrow against Beast
Making a move.
Oh, Destiny ran wide, however. It's going to be a trade as we head down the main straight. Lap 3,
He's got
Destiny into
damage.
the pits.
Both McLarens have
Destiny
damage.
got a penalty,
Destiny.
5 seconds.
Oh, what a shame. Looked like we're going to have
Ooh,
some
they're
pack
gonna
racing here in
stack
Italy.
Destiny's gonna have the advantage.
Oh, beating and banging in the chicane. Let's look up board with the battle for the race lead. It's divided by 2/10. It's got to be patient now. Actually, just made a mistake, and oh, there was some lag
Too
there.
wide here. Marquise
Yeah,
gets it
Odoms.
back.
Yeah, there is some lag with Sean Fitzy. I'm experiencing. I'm not sure if you're seeing
Yeah,
it.
I see it.
They're all able to keep pace with McSendit. They're not falling too far back, so we got a real race ahead of us, guys.
Big battle back here for, looks like
Oh,
10th. Brennan holding
Speedster
up the train.
Dougie. Speedster gets the place. That was a nice one.
Yeah.
Watch for Dougie. He showed great defensive maneuvers here in China last week. Can he put his overtaking skills to the test?
Oh no, Pub down to the inside.
Oh,
Where was
Pub.
that move? That came out of Narnia, and he's gonna have a fantastic run off the Parabolica and headed down the main straight. They'll be wheel to wheel, but the one that has the advantage is Dougie with the slipstream of speed. So now we may try and move. We may see 3-1, and we may see it in the first chicane. Oh, backing off his Pub. He made one good move. He may not make a fool of him with the second one, but he squeezes in off the
Undercut.
exit of
There you
turn
go.
1.
There you go,
Dougie into
Pub.
4th. 5th Pub.
There you go.
6th Speedster.
Come on, Pub. You gotta beat Dougie. From last week, you have to beat Dougie.
Tyrone, 5 seconds for corner cutting, adding insult to injury.
There goes,
Oh.
Oh, he's
Odom's
off.
3
He's
seconds
off.
Wheel
off.
banging.
Pub just 2 left side tires went off.
Wheel banging.
Wheel banging. Wheel bang.
That's something Sensation would say.
This is a surprise. Brennan ahead of Destiny.
I got Brennan. Ooh.
Brennan goes
Brennan,
wide.
You
Brennan
jinxed
just
him.
went
You
wide.
jinxed him. You just jinxed him. Good job, commentary.
Brennan, we don't get points for 12th, bud. It's,
Not anymore. Not anymore.
not anymore. Last season you'd be fine, not anymore. We got a battle for 4th here.
Yep. Again,
Dougie.
Pizza.
This one's good. This is the battle.
Riding
right
on
here.
board with the Ferrari of Dougie Antonio. He's frantic under the braking and in the corners. He's very defensive when he's also ahead. Dougie, a fierce driver who does not want to be beaten. And of course, a guy like Speedsta, remember, they had a good battle in USA also. Again, they're going to pick that up once more in Italy. Whoa, he's overshot the corner. He's have to cut it. That's going to be a penalty. Oh,
Yep.
What a shame.
If he would have slowed down a little bit more, he would have.
I mean, he
We've
drives
got
a
nothing for
Ferrari. I mean, not surprised, because Vettel did the same thing in Baku last week.
No, guys, I was talking to Speedster before the race. He said he really wants to do good here. He said that Dougie's aggressive and he wants to keep him behind.
Keep him behind, yeah,
I
yeah.
think Speed's just shown very, very nice. He's on
So
on the wheel as well.
Yep, Brennan into the
So,
pits. Do you think that's for front wing? He just exited, but do you think that was for front wing damage or just... he's on the medium tires now, and oh my lord, Brennan.
Brennan?
Keep it on the track. There's curbs there for a reason. I have noticed that it is a two-car getaway. Odom's finally finding the pace. He got away from Sean Fitzy and all the other guys behind him, and now he's trying to work up a gap and trying to reel in Mixende as we approach lap 6 here in Monza.
Yeah, I think Odom's got him. He's reeling in as motor in this shitty internet.
Excuse the language, yeah. Yeah, blanking internet, and he's left the session. What a surprise.
Here we go.
Yep.
Oh, good.
Now look back. He joined back without an invite. What did I tell you, Motor?
No, guys, sorry, my internet's really bad right now. I don't know why.
Yeah, your mic kept cutting out when you talked about speed stuff, so I assume you finished
Yeah,
talking.
sorry about that, guys. I don't know what's up.
And then Seafreeze decided to swear on the live stream, and yet he doesn't care.
I don't think anyone cares.
I don't. I'll say it again if you want. I don't
Professionalism out the window.
Right. Very nice battle. We got. Man.
I'm
We got
keeping my
Owens and
eyes on
Extended.
the front two, yeah.
Yeah.
Again,
I don't know.
This does help. I mean, the
interesting.
slipstream. If he just keeps a constant gap behind McSendit and just stays with him down the straights, a couple laps, he should be by him, at least with a move in the first chicane. That's where a lot of moves happen here in the game.
If I was Odoms right now, I'd just sit back, follow him a little bit, see what he's doing. That's my passive driving style. Wait for the pit stops and just get him in the pit stop phase.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you could
That's
get,
what I would do.
You could get the undercut. Yeah, I would suggest the undercut. But then again, your tires could be a lap older. But I don't think. And Motor's left again. I think it's best that doesn't try joining back the session. I'll be completely honest. You can't even stay in the party, first of all. But yeah, McSend. I mean, I feel like if I was Odoms, and let's say the gap stays at half a second, there is no possible way for you to reel him in, or at least try to get by him, or at least gain on him. I would say you're going to have to do it in the pit stops. If you get ahead of him, then, and you're constant with your pace, then he's not going to gain on you unless if you make a mistake. So I feel like if you either do the undercut or the overcut, you got it won, or unless if McSendit gets held in the pits by other people pitting. So it could be a factor. But then again, you have to realize that I feel like Odoms is at a disadvantage, mainly because his pit stall is the first one, Renault is towards the end. So when these guys are all the way ahead, the guys behind, let's say if they put on the same lap, when they're coming in, by the time they're all done with the pit stops, people will be coming in. People will be passing Odoms when he's trying to get out of the pits, when McSendit, actually, hold on a second, there's a battle. It's moving lanes in turn 1, and that just calmed down for a second. He may try and get by him, headed towards Curva Grande, but McSendit is going to defend once more down to the inside.
Watch for the dive.
Yep, he may
He's
try
right
something.
on his gearbox.
Yep.
He's
Hold
blocking.
the inside. He's gonna have to make
Nice
him.
battle here for the lead.
Oh, they make contact.
Oh, little wing
Oh,
damage.
again.
Odoms.
Odom
Little
hits
chip of the
another
wing.
car. Yeah, remember in USA he chipped his front wing and still won the race. So, any of those Odoms fans out there, I mean, it's okay if he chipped his front wing. He can manage it. Motor's back with
We'll
us.
see about it. I don't think it was a lot. It was very. It might be a little light green, light yellow, if anything.
A little end plate, wasn't much.
It'll definitely affect him here.
Oh, he had to hop at the curb for that one.
You'll have to get. It'll take a lap or so to get used to just how you could push, how the car handles.
Again, riding on
We've got a
board.
battle for the first, and then we also have
And there goes my phone.
Speedster and Dougie for fourth.
Odoms is in. He's going to do the undercut because McSendit stays out there as we approach lap 9. Interesting.
I think surely he'll come out.
Oh, they're
We'll
fixing
have
the
to
front
watch the
wing.
gap. No, all right. That's questionable.
That is a bummer, yeah. We saw that he had to cut the chicane, or not the chicane, exit of Ascari because he had so much front wing damage. I'm not sure if he did that by accident, but, you know, he's all the way back, maybe even in 12th place eventually. Leandre may get him down. No? Okay. 11th place it is for Odom, so he still has a chance at top 5 maybe.
The undercut has been really strong, so even with that wing change, you never know. You never quite know. You never know if McSendit gets held, or maybe he has some wing damage somehow.
Yellow, sector
or he
3.
gets held in the pits. So we gotta watch McSendit here. He's most likely gonna come in this lap. If he stays out, as long as he stays out, the more likely he'll just lose the lead.
Oh.
I think he has to come in this lap.
All the guys who have pitted so far, they put on medium tires. Do you think they're going to go for the one stop and finish the race on these tires?
Yeah, definitely. McSendit stays out, which is questionable. Very questionable. I think he might want some better tire life towards the end of the race. Very questionable. We got Fitzy, we got Speedster, and we got Pub and
yeah, let's see where they come out against
Dougie's
Odoms.
Staying out.
Yeah, I want to see where they come out against Odoms because it's gonna be close. Maybe is it? Ah, no, Odoms is nowhere near him. Sean Fitzy's gonna exit the pits. He could take the provisional lead.
Oh snap! It's gonna be close here. Nah, he clearly gets out ahead. Fitzy.
Only Fitzy got out ahead.
Yeah, but Speed is not far behind, only 2 seconds.
Yeah,
Pub,
Odoms is gonna
2
squeeze right in there.
seconds as well. I gotta fix this.
Yeah, so McSendit leads lap 10, and like you said, maybe he just wants some fresher tires towards the end. I mean, these mediums they're going to be stretching him a long way, almost 20 laps that they're going to try and do these tires. Maybe around 15 or so, 15 to 20 laps. So all the laps you can save on him is the merrier, and he's going to try and do the most with them coming in this lap.
How much you want to push him?
Yep.
McSendit in here.
Anything more than 20, you're pushing it.
As
But McSendit, this is going to be interesting. We got to watch Fitzy now.
Yep, McSendit sends it into the pits, lap 11.
There's no way Fitzy's going to catch him.
Dougie Antonio follows, and Sao Paulo stays out. And Sao Paulo stays out to put on the soft tires. Interesting strategy. So does McSendit and Antonio, and I said Sao Paulo, but yeah, McSendit and
does he get
Antonio.
out ahead of the Ferrari? No, that's going to hurt him. That's going to hurt him. We got the Ferrari of Xandamar in front of McSendit. But Fitzy's got to get past TCR.
Yeah. I'm not sure who won out of that because I would have just compared it back to Odoms. Remember, Odoms had a front wing change, but here we go, battle for 8th. Dougie Antonio and Speedsta, they're back in 7th or 8th and 9th. With Odoms in 7th, also Alexander McSendit. McSendit got by the pit car who had not pitted yet of Alexander.
But you got a 3-second there. That's going to hurt him in the long run. We know that Fitzy and Odoms, I don't think they have a penalty yet, so...
Yeah.
If McSendit wants to win, he has to keep 3 seconds or hope that one of the other drivers will get a penalty today. That'll cost him in the end. I don't know.
Odoms does have a penalty. He got it earlier.
Yep.
All right, cool.
How would you know? You kept leaving the session.
I saw before. I got eyes.
You'll be the penalty analyst, Motor. That's your job.
Right.
He said, all right.
Aero strike into the pits. Last
Nice.
man on the super soft tires. So interesting strategy. Soft policies. Obviously started on the harder compounds, which on the
We got a battle for 9. Pub and Speedsta. This is going to be a battle all the way till the end. These three drivers are very
Brennan
close
is
in
about
pace.
to be lapped.
Yep, this is officially a drag race. We're going to have to do under braking as we approach turn 1. Oh, he's going to try and run him off
Oh,
just a
nice.
tad bit and got him.
Nice move, Pub. Nice move, Pub.
Pub just took the
That was a
speed
good one.
out of Speedsta and flows into 8th place.
Watch Sao Paulo
Did you
here.
get
He's
past
behind
TCR?
behind Brennan. Brennan is last.
Are we
Now,
surprised?
Pub did a very good overtake on Speedsta. He has to find a way past Dougie. He's tried so many times between last week and this week, trying to get past Dougie, but he really hasn't been able to beat him. Like, Dougie has his number. But, I don't know. It's very interesting. I think Pub gets Dougie today. I don't know.
Battle
Got
back
a
here.
As
For,
Sao Paulo goes into the pits.
14th place. Tyrone, Be Good. Pretty close to each other. Both of them had bad starts to the race. Tyrone ended up spinning off on the second lap, and Be Good just not the best of day. He had a lot of potential, but did not work out for him.
He's getting practice in for Thursday, though. That's all. He
Second
could care
in
less where
GTR.
he finishes.
I'm sorry. Odoms and GTR.
Paulo on the pits. Let's see if he gets it in front of his teammate, I think, clearly. Yeah.
Oh, battle for 10th. Arrow strike defending from Leandre. But is able to fend him off as we enter turn 1.
Got to move here for second. We got Fitzy trying to get past Xandermar and try to close down the race lead. The quicker he gets past him, the quicker he could work on McSendit. Because he technically only needs to get within 3 seconds.
Yeah, basically, yeah. Dude,
So that's
down
only
penalties.
a second and a half. That's not much to close, but you have, if you look behind you, you got Odoms right on your bumper. He's not that far behind.
Yeah, also you have to remember Odoms has 3 seconds also, so...
True, so he has to also get ahead by 3.
Yep, here we go
But,
for second. Come on, do the outside maneuver. Come on, there you go. Beautiful move, Sean Fitzy. Around the
There you go,
outside
bud.
in Parabolica. Beautiful move.
Let's see what Odom's got for Xandermar. Let's see what move Odom's could do.
You have to wait a couple laps to do it, though.
That's it.
I don't know. Oh, Xandermar. Oh, Fitzy hits the curb. Watch those curbs. I think in the chicane, Odoms will get him right now. Side by side, around this corner that I do
Brennan
not
has
know.
retired.
Oh.
Seafreeze. He went
Oh
14
my
laps.
goodness me. Brennan, I'm not gonna finish that sentence.
Is he out?
Yeah, Brennan's out. He's
I
lost
just-
his right front tire in the second
Alright.
chicane.
Hey, I said he'd make 6 laps. He made 14. Good job, bud.
Yeah,
See
he
you next
doubled
week.
the number. Almost.
Singapore, bud.
He doubled the number.
See you next week, bud.
He made it halfway through the
Singapore.
race.
And all right, we got Papa Brennan and we got Brennan Jr.
Oh yeah.
16th and 17th. I mean,
Oh my
I don't
goodness
want to
me.
turn it into a meme, but it's definitely going to
No,
happen. Here we go.
Brennan's an old meme.
We got
That's what it
seven.
feels
We
like.
got Pub and Speedster.
And also, you can look up between GTR and Dougie. GTR on older tires against Dougie, and he's have to be defended from Dougie, who's one of the most aggressive drivers on the lineup, runs very wide through the Parabolica. He's going to be looking for momentum as you flow down the straightaway, riding on board Dougie Antonio. GTR line defending the inside just enough for Antonio to grab the outside in those softer compounds, and that's what he'll do around the outside. Dougie Antonio under braking, GTR gives him the position, and Antonio
Very respectable.
top
Very
5.
respectable.
GTR probably the cleanest driver in this.
Yeah, I was
field.
just gonna say one of the cleanest, most respectable, nicest drivers and nicest guys you'll ever meet. Very, very well, and he's also the lobby host for
He
the
also has
Saturday
good
class.
internet, unlike some
that's
people
good.
in here.
Shut up.
Hey, we all have shitty internet, so all of our internet together doesn't even equal like GTR. Like
Exactly.
our internet is terrible. I don't know.
Let's look for a battle, yeah. Again, Pub and Speeds, they keep going at it. That stuff is crazy between the two.
I think Speeds has got to be a little bit pissed off now.
I mean, I would be if you know, I'd be too. But then again, you found a way back by him. For me, if I get passed a couple times by some guy and I get him by once at the very end, I'll be happy with that because I got him at the very end. And oh, Pub, that was Pub.
Ooh,
He spun off the exit
Pub.
of Scary, and
Damn.
that left rear tire is gone. I saw it, the back end just lifted out in front of him off the exit of
Huge break for
Ascari.
Speedster there. Now he doesn't have to worry about him.
Yep.
Wow, he was looking good. I feel bad for Pub.
He was pushing.
Good stuff, Pub.
I think Pub was just
some good stuff here.
Pub was
this
mad
weekend.
about what happened with Speedsta. He was pushing so hard just to stay with them, and he just spun it off the corner. And sucks to be him. I mean, he had a good race today.
Yeah, you're gonna have to wait at least one more week, maybe in Singapore to beat Dougie, and now you're gonna have to wait another week to beat Speedster.
A guy that I'm seeing really good is Xandermar. He's staying with Dougie.
He hasn't pitted yet, but yeah, he's got on very old tires. So, actually, has he pitted? No, he hasn't.
Yes, he has. Yeah.
No, he hasn't. He's on medium tires.
Xandermar
He
has
started
not.
on the
Xandermar
medium
GTR
tires.
hasn't either, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, nope.
both of them started outside the top 10. They qualified outside, so they decided to start on the mediums and pit very late, and they want to have like a late race charge. Same with Leandre, who just pitted, by the way.
Sean Fitzy, 3 seconds.
That's critical. Now everything is equal. That 7-second
For the
gap
top
that
three.
McKenna has is legit. That's a 7-second gap. And
Yeah.
we got Odom's close in the air. He'll probably get him on the start finish.
Motor,
Number
since you're
69.
since you're a
So,
penalty
yeah.
person, do you want to check if Antonio has a penalty? I'll say because the top 3 have penalties, and Dougie Antonio is only around 4 seconds behind, just in case something happens.
Here we go. Mark.
It has
Xander.
3 seconds for corner cutting.
Who, Antonio?
Yes, Dougie
Okay,
does
so
have
the
a 3-second penalty.
top four have penalties. So yeah, like
What
it's
about
all
the
even.
Speedster?
Speedster. Let me
I don't
check
think he
here.
does. I think we would have remembered if he did.
I don't think he does either. Xandermar in the pits.
Speedster.
Yeah,
Speedster's
Alexander is
everything.
doing the same thing that Leandre's doing, pitting very late in the race to put on the softer compounds overall. Could work out for him, but he's going to be chasing people down. He's going to have a lot of dirty air as he does it also. But again, let's stay on board with the Odoms against Sean Fitzy now. These two look very close to each other. And
It's getting racy.
Yep. They just got to hope McSendit flies into a mistake, either a penalty or runs wide, because those two aren't going to win the race by battling each other, because that gap is already almost up to 8 seconds. So they really needed something to happen to McSendit.
Let me see if I get the point standings. Let me see.
I was going to say, we should mention
there?
that.
I don't know, let's see where I got
I think
it
I did it like 2 days ago, not going to lie.
So Odoms is actually our championship leader with 43. Fitzy in second with 40 points. Dougie in third with 36, and we got McSended in fourth with 25. That's his only win. So if McSended wins today, he'll definitely close the gap. He'll probably pass Dougie and move his way up and start to get into that championship position.
Yeah, you mentioned drivers, I'll mention constructors, but I mean the second and third going at it right now. We're running him forward with another broken piece for Odoms. Just got too close to the back end. He needs to work on that. Again, another broken end plate. Mercedes, who just a little fun fact that I found out. Every time you break a front wing, it costs $100,000 just to repair that measly little front wing on the front of that car. And another 3-second time penalty for a broken front wing.
Race.
Yeah,
that's his race over. Now
might as well just salvage a podium at this point. Like, not even, because
yeah.
I mean, Antonio also, he's roughly around 3 seconds behind. He could get fourth out of this race is Odoms. He has to realize that Odoms has two of those 3 seconds, and Antonio only has one of them.
I think he'll lose. I think Dougie might get third here, just based off of penalties. But we still have eight-ish laps to go.
Yeah, I was gonna point out in the points. Believe it or not, the top four in the race right now are the top four in the points right now, just in different order. I mean, Odoms already has a 3-point lead over Sean Fitzy. Sean Fitzy, right? I mean, as they stand right now, they're gonna Sean Fitzy's gonna get second. So he'll have a first, second, and third this season. He won in China last weekend. So you could take the points lead. Let's say if Odoms finishes in third, I think they'd be tied, because it goes from fourth is 12, third is 15, so they'd be tied with the amount of points. Let's say McSendit wins, he's up to 50. He'd still be behind, but he closes in the gap, and of course Dougie Antonio, he's close. He already has 2 second place finishes this season and a 4th place for him. I don't know, it'd be close. Close for the top 4, to be honest.
It's going to be a close battle all season long. Yeah. And if you give it, I thought something would happen in the first corner today, but obviously it didn't happen. You gotta watch out for previous races. Dougie Speedster and Pub are like that next best thing, the next best 3 drivers. In my opinion,
sector 3.
That might be able to get a underdog position.
Is it back in 13th?
Yeah. Destiny.
Struggling. He's struggling.
He had a breakout season last year, and he was hoping to bring that to the super class. Yeah.
Well, they are serving it now. Because on this game, if you don't serve your 5-second stop-go penalty, they'll add another 5 seconds on top of your 5 seconds. So it's realistically 10 seconds if you don't actually serve.
What happens if you get it when there's 2 laps to go, or let's say you get on the final lap? Are they just gonna make it 10 seconds then? Because I've never seen it before like that.
You ask
Codemasters. That was close between Sean and...
Well, every time I ask Codemasters, they just ignore me, so I'm asking you guys. But...
Hey, we got a battle here for 6. Got Sao Paulo and Aero. Sao Paulo up 6 positions. Remember in the beginning I said watch out for Sao Paulo and Be Smooth. They're on that different strategy, new fresh tires. And unfortunate for Be Smooth, not the best day for him, but Sao Paulo up 6 positions. GTR up 7.
Yeah.
He's doing good. Even Leandre, I don't think he did a qualifying lap time, but he's up 6 as well, so pretty good races by them.
Yeah, I was going to say, Williams having a good day. They stand 10th in the Constructors' Championship so far this season. And believe it or not, that's before Baku. That's more than they had in real life, so that's pretty funny. But yeah, again, they're running really well today. 7th place for Aero Strike. But now we brought up the Constructors. Let's go over them. Mercedes lead with 60 against Force India's 53. And McLaren in 3rd. McLaren's going to go down after this race. I don't think either other drivers are in the top 10. Yeah, because there's, 13, 14, so tough day for them. Ferrari in 4th with 36. 5th Toro Rosso 29, Renault with 25, then 21 for Sauber. And then it goes 14, 12 from Haas to Red Bull, and 3 for Williams. So that's how it is after 3 rounds out of, I believe, 14, 15 races this season.
Yeah, 15.
15, yeah.
I think.
You think? You own the league. You should know.
Nah, I don't know. I think it's 15. Definitely.
Gasly just needs to retire, honestly.
Well, from the race or from the league?
The same thing.
From the race. From the race.
Aw.
Come on, Gasly. What's happening today, man?
Oh, Aerostrike was thinking to the inside, but decides to back out. Believe it or not, we only have 6 laps to go, and McSendit pointed up a good gap against Sean Fitzy. However, I was gonna say McSendit pitted quite early for those soft tires. Do you think he'll be able to make it to the end?
Who's on the soft tires?
I don't know. Our race leader, if you've been paying attention.
Oh, hey. I'm just kicking back here. We got McSend on the softs.
Yeah.
I honestly, I think he'll be fine. I mean, if you have 9-second gap and you're definitely going to be, you know, once you look at your tire wear and say, oh, I got to conserve, I think you can, 9 seconds is enough, I think. But you never know. I mean, he did stay out 2 or so laps later than Odom, so I think he has good tire wear. He should be fine.
Yep. I was gonna give a shout out to our biggest fan on the comments, Mr. Sensation, saying I want to see some wheel banging, and he wants to.
Sensation in here?
Yeah, he's in the comments.
Sensation, what's going on?
Yeah, he also
Love
gave
you,
a shout out to the good-looking helmets that I've been showing off with the visor cam. If anyone's been noticing, I like some of the helmet. I like Speeds' helmet. It looks cool. And then I think it was Sean Fitzy's helmet. I'm not sure. Had a mix of red and blue. But anyway, I just like seeing the helmets.
He said Brennan needs to go down to the Thursday class, and I think he'll do better there.
Oh.
Oh man, Brennan. I mean, you might have to open your ears a little bit. I mean,
I'd like to see Brendan finish up the season. I mean, for him, he reminds me of Maldonado for many reasons. He crashes. I think we all know that. But then again, there's like 1 out of a 10 race chance that he'll show his true potential, his true pace, and he'll actually run well. The first race of Season 4, he got 2nd place. He beat a lot of good guys. And then the last race of Season 4, I believe he also got 2nd. And that was at Canada, and he beat even more better guys. So the thing is, once in a while, he comes in and kicks everyone's behind. So, I mean, I believe one day he'll get a top 5 in the Super Class. Quote me on it. One day this season, he'll get a top 5.
Can you look at, like, P7?
Yes, we will.
Thank you. I'm just looking at, you're looking at nothing. I mean, there's really nothing happening, but these guys are the closest thing.
The closest thing.
If anything's gonna happen, there's something that might happen.
Arrow!
I like to see Arrow maybe get Sao Paulo here. I like to see him.
Yeah, he might get him.
He had a tough week last week, battling with some reserve drivers of MRX, and had a tough week, and not the best start of his season. I think he could do better. And getting Sao Paulo might be one of those minor steps to move him forward in this season. A lot of confidence building. For
good
sure.
finish for him right now. I mean, he hasn't done very good, so he'll need it.
Sao Paulo is on the mediums, Arrow's on the soft, so they're kind of, I think they're both tires are pretty much done, in my opinion. But we'll see.
Yeah, I am gonna point out
Arrow soft, super soft tires, but on the director it says soft, so that's another glitch here. So I don't know what's happening.
Fix your game, Codemasters. You suck.
Anyway, 3 laps to go.
Coming up.
Yup, Aerostrike Sao Paulo found the move to make off the final corner, and Aerostrike will contain the inside lane as Sao Paulo. He'll have to do some late braking as he can try and swing it around the outside, but that looks very hard in these types of cars. Maybe put it back down to the inside, but now he's already cleared him. And the chicane, an arrow strike goes by for P7, P6
God damn,
actually.
Destiny.
Destiny. Oh, and another one.
Come on, Destiny. What have you been
I'm
smoking?
just thinking. I'm thinking he's gonna intentionally take himself out right here.
He might.
I have a feeling.
Oh.
Watch out! Yep.
Oh,
Was I?
oh.
Oh, almost. Oh, I almost guessed it. I almost. I don't want to miss it, but
There goes
there
Odom
goes
with another
Odom,
3
yep.
seconds.
that'll demote him down for sure. Dougie might be thinking P4 for the day, but he has some champagne coming his way tonight.
You know, guys, someone we don't talk about a lot is Xander. He is in 9th right now.
Yeah,
I'd
he
like
is
to
in
see
it.
him.
Yeah.
He did I don't remember. I get him and Leandre mixed up for whatever reason. They're very similar in pace. Similar username in my, I don't know, just...
Tyrone sitting in 10th.
Mixed up. But I think one of them finished just outside the points. I think it was a Sandemar. I think he got 11th last week. So, getting some points this week might not be too bad for him.
Sao Paulo and Arrow still battling.
I was going to point out in the chat, we did get a press release from Brennan. 2 words saying,
Press release.
come on,
What the heck you
Tyrone.
got going?
Apparently he
Come on,
blamed
Tyrone.
his...
Brennan, you
Oh.
suck. Go down to the yard goats, dude. You need some practice.
So apparently, I mean, to be fair, Tyrone has been a bit aggressive today, as you saw the opening lap on
Yeah.
lap 2. He does have a point, but however, we didn't see anything. And plus, I was wondering, he lost, when Brennan retired, he lost his left rear end tire, and he was facing a wall. And a wall, I mean, how on earth could he retire like that? He probably got hit from behind, and at the same, a lap later, Tyrone did pit. So he could have fixed, maybe hit
Come
him from
on,
behind.
Destiny. Keep it on the damn track.
I'm just saying, maybe Tyrone hit him from the back and put him in the wall. I don't
Could be.
know. But, you know,
This
I
is,
feel like Tyrone's going to be sent to the sewers after this race, not going to lie.
It could be. You know, with a lot of drivers today, I'm kind of impressed with how clean everyone's been able to keep it. Especially that first lap. That first corner for that chicane is very tight, as we have a move here for 6.
Oh,
So,
just
Apollo.
enough room. No,
Look for
gap
the undercut.
closes.
Nah. It's last lap, and but I'm very surprised about how clean everyone's able to keep it. And there's a couple incidents here and there, but I think overall pretty good.
Yep, they're doing a good job so far.
Send it. Gonna get the dub.
Those yellow tires on that Renault look pretty good.
Destiny off track.
What a surprise. Today just has not been a day. Yellow Sector 3, but we'll
Was
finish
that
up
him?
this
He
race.
Yes,
Fine.
he's fun. He's crashing out.
Final corner. Destiny's... He wants to be lapped when this race ends, but here we go.
Yeah.
McSendit wins as he crashes out in the Italian Grand Prix. Next runner is Sean Fitzy back in second. Third will, of course, be
Got a battle
Odoms.
here for 6th. Arrow and Sao Paulo for the last. We got one more corner to go.
Who's gonna?
Sao
do
Paulo
better?
looking for P6. I don't think he'll get it.
Oh, it's close.
Actually,
It'll be
come to
wheel
the
to
line,
wheel
it's
up the
close.
line. Whoa, it's Arrow Strike. Oh, he got
Arrow.
him by... what was it?
Barely.
Well, he had a 3-second penalty extra, but yeah, that was by
Alright.
5/100ths of a second that divided the two.
Pretty good stuff.
Xander crosses the line 9.
Actually, B Smooth is less than a second behind Tyrone, and with
There we
penalties,
go.
I feel like B Smooth will get put in the top 10 due to penalties.
We also have the stewards
Yeah.
stuff after the race. I don't know about Tyrone and his situation. I don't know what happened there with the penalties.
Tyrone still got 10th, it looks like. Yep,
Yeah.
held on.
We'll see if that changes. If there's any videos submitted, I didn't get a good look of what happened, but It was something.
Brennan was fuming. It's not like he's gonna help
shenanigans.
his cause. He crashed out.
And he blames Tyrone, yeah.
Arrow, very nice. No penalties.
Yeah, Odom's got
Very
demoted off the
nice.
podium.
We got McSendit, pole. He got the win. Very nice by him. He's going to be a force to be reckoned with this whole season. Fitzy, nice solid finish, moving up to second. Dougie getting third. Very nice from him to move up on that podium. An okay, not too, pretty bad day. For
Oh
Odoms.
my goodness
He looked
me.
for better.
Destiny, 11 penalties of 64 seconds. I think that's a TCR record.
Definitely.
Not only is he a world champion in TCR, but he also has he got 2 records in one day. He has the most time acquired penalties in TCR in a race, and also the most penalties awarded in a race, all given to Destiny today in the Italian Grand Prix. Finishing order: McSendish on Fitzy, Dougie, Antonio, Odoms, and Speedster. That rounds up the top 5. Aerostrix, Apollo, Alexander, GTR, and Tyrone round out the top 10. Those are the guys that got points today. And we could do some quick interviews and end it out here.
Sure. Who do we want to get in here?
Let's get Brennan in here. Let's talk about his
No.
situation with Tyrone.
No, we don't need Brennan in here. No. Definitely not Brennan. Definitely not Brennan.
We'll talk to him once he gets a podium. Yeah,
He'll
let's
never
talk
get
to
a podium, so we'll never
McSendit.
talk to him.
Yeah, get McSendit in here.
McSendit. We'll get McSendit in first.
It's a nice race. I'd rate it maybe a nice
8.
7.
I do 8.
You do 8?
Actually, no, 7. 7.
Yeah. I think if there would be a little bit
That race went by quick, though.
closer between first and second, maybe it'd be an 8 or a 9 for me. Wasn't that many crashes. I mean, just a couple mistakes by a couple people, but decent.
Yep, McSendit joins us in the party. Our race winner today for the Italian Grand Prix. It's his second win out of 4 rounds. He's won half the races so far. McSendit, it looked pretty easy for you. You had to fend off Odoms in the beginning, but, I mean, basically, you were the one that held the lead for the most part. Do you think this carries momentum towards the next race for round 5?
Absolutely. I don't know what track that is, though. I'm
Singapore.
taking it. Singapore? Oh, then yeah. Yeah, that's a good track for me, so won't really need to put in much practice. But, yeah, I feel really bad because I pretty much ruined Odom's race in that little scrap we had. I was defending into turn 3, I think it was, and just had a really big slide in the middle of the corner, and he was trying to over-under me and had nowhere to go. So that was like, it's a racing incident, but it was on my mistake, so I feel really bad about it.
Were you guys in the same party? Was there any words about that incident?
There was, but no hateful
There
words.
There was. I like it. I was saying before the race, because I joined you guys, I'm like, who is this Marquise guy? Then I knew it was Odoms, and I signed the dumb. But I'm like, then I saw you guys in the same party, and I was saying, it's hard. I can't race someone in the same party with me. I usually have my teammate, and we do a little team order swap. You guys aren't on the same team, so you guys are racing each other. I would not be able to do that. It'd be so awkward if anything happens. You say words.
I know.
I can't
but
do
at the
that.
same time, it's kind of nice, like, because if something happens and you're not in a party with someone, then it's like you got to wait till after the race before you make amends. But
True.
so there's
True.
that.
Yeah, and then also, if someone thought you did something bad, and then you're trying to get them back throughout the whole race, racing dirty, where you could just say in the party, "Oh, it's just my mistake,"
Yeah, totally.
But yeah, congratulations.
Thanks.
First repeat winner between the Thursday class and Super class, 2-time winner. So hopefully, I think this puts you up a couple spots in the championship. You have to close down. I think you have to close down Fixie and Odoms. How do you feel about that?
I got plenty of time.
Plenty of time. I love it. All right. Any other questions, Alan?
Nope.
No.
Good race though.
Yeah, thanks for commentating, guys. Really appreciate it.
Yeah,
Oh,
no
for sure.
problem. We love doing it.
Thursday is just to recap, Thursday is the Italian Grand Prix for the Thursday class, and next week on Saturday, same time, is the Singapore Grand Prix with hopefully a nice sized grid. So that is that. We are here with Alan Kevin Argo, Motor City, and our race winner, Mixen. We'll see you next week. TCR says goodbye.
Yep, thank you everybody so much for watching. Like you said, we'll see you next week for another Grand Prix here in Trinity Competitive Racing. Have a safe night, everybody, and peace.